You've probably pulled this weed 100 times, maybe even 1,000. It's the familiar yellow flower that pops up uninvited in lawns and garden beds. We curse it, we dig at it, and we toss it in the compost or the bin without a second thought. But what if I told you that this plant is one of the most powerful and misunderstood soil builders nature has to offer? What if this humble plant, the common dandelion, could be doing the heavy lifting your garden desperately needs, all for free? It's a radical thought, but one that could completely change how you manage your garden. Let's decode why some of the plants we call weeds are actually soil doctors in disguise. We'll explore how you can partner with them to revive tired, compacted soil. Compacted soil is a common problem. It's dense, hard, and struggles to absorb water, leading to runoff and thirsty plants. It suffocates beneficial life and makes it nearly impossible for your vegetable roots to grow. These so-called weeds are nature's first responders to this very problem. When weeds like dandelion, plantain, and clover show up, they're not being rude, they're responding to a specific need. Think of them as a diagnosis. Their deep, powerful roots are designed to punch through hard, compacted soil where other plants fail. In doing so, they open up crucial air and water channels and act like biological miners, pulling up essential minerals like calcium from deep underground and making them available in the topsoil. This is nature's elegant, self-regulating repair system at work. Take a closer look at that long taproot. It can break up compaction far more effectively and gently than a shovel or a tiller, which can destroy soil structure. When the plant eventually dies back, that root decomposes right where it is. It leaves behind a perfect hollow pathway for water to penetrate deep into the ground and for the delicate roots of your future crops to follow with ease. The decaying root also becomes a feast for soil microbes and earthworms, helping to build rich organic matter and lock carbon back into the ground where it belongs. Then there's clover, often considered the enemy of the perfect lawn. Clover performs a different kind of magic. Through a symbiotic relationship with bacteria, it takes nitrogen, an essential nutrient for leafy growth, straight from the air and converts it into a usable form in its root nodules. That means your soil gets a free, steady, slow-release drip of natural fertilizer. No bags, no mixing, no cost. It's the perfect companion for heavy-feeding plants like corn and tomatoes. And let's not forget broadleaf plantain. And no, not the banana kind. This flat-leaf plant is a master mineral accumulator, drawing up calcium and magnesium, which are vital for balancing soil pH and structure. It thrives in compacted, damaged areas where nothing else will grow. Its dense, fibrous root system is brilliant at healing bare patches of earth, knitting the soil together, preventing erosion from wind and rain, and paving the way for more delicate plants to establish later. So, what's the practical approach? Instead of a scorched earth policy of yanking everyone out, try a new strategy. Leave a few of these soil indicators standing, especially in areas you plan to cultivate later. Then simply chop and drop them before they go to seed. Cut the plant at the soil line and let the leaves and stems fall right there. The decaying foliage acts as a surface mulch, protecting the soil and feeding the top layer, while the roots rot in place, continuously improving the soil structure from below. This is instant, zero-effort, in-place composting. You're returning all those valuable nutrients the plant mined right back to the soil, exactly where they're needed most. Learning to read these signs is a gardener's superpower. If you see an army of plantain or dandelions, your soil is screaming that it's compacted and needs aeration. A sudden explosion of clover means your soil is hungry for nitrogen. And if you spot chickweed with its delicate leaves and shallow roots, that's a good sign. It loves rich, moist, fertile soil, a clear indicator that you're doing something right and your soil is healthy and well-balanced. Once you learn their language, weeds transform from a mindless nuisance into a valuable messenger. They provide a free, real-time diagnostic report on the health of your soil. So next time you walk out to your garden and see a patch of weeds, pause for a moment before reaching for the hoe or the herbicide. Look closely. Ask yourself what they might be telling you. What are they trying to fix? And how can you work with them as partners in regeneration, not against them as enemies in a battle? The best and most successful gardeners don't just fight weeds relentlessly. They observe, they understand, and they listen to what the soil is saying through the plants that choose to grow there. They see the whole system. If this changed how you look at weeds, give the video a like, share it with a fellow gardener who still thinks they're the enemy, and subscribe to Dirt Decoded for more soil-smart insights. Let's learn to grow with the grain of nature, not against it.